to the swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Utes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Hussein. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A first down for the offense. Quarterback checking the play. It'll be a draw. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. It'll pay off big time late in the season. Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw it. Got his man on the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
A really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet, trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping him.
They move the tight end all over. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
And the Gators are on the move. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down. First and 10 again.
Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. And you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Now on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
The Gators will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off. Bringing it back. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? With the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. Just can't do it better.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Got his man down the middle.
I'm thinking of fucking 20 minutes, bro.
Pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to get to it. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. offense gets set for second down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Newton. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the play.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hussein. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback checking off. On second down, he'll let it fly. Using the quick game. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Flushed out of the pocket. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
He wants to pass it on second.
Come on, bro.
Receiver there, it's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. He's got the back in the middle. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. He's going to pass. Looking left. Got his man. The tackle is made after the 1st down. And the Gators are in the hurry-up.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a 1st down.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His 1st interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming. Well done.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He's looking downfield to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David,
he wants to take the top off. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I've got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And this player loves to show off that big arm.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The run from the shotgun. He breaks a tackle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. Group on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Scrambling away. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Gators will kick it off to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Ncaa has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator.
Racing down the left side. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ncaa! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Ole Miss came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And here comes the offense on second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw on second down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. And the Gators send out the punt unit. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. And the Utes want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to get it through the air. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got out of trouble and throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Ncaa has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Going up top on 1st down. He lost one down the sideline. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Utes! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Hussein. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Gators sending the offense back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long... He lets it fly. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. And now the offense will come onto the field again. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab down the middle. Makes the catch and he's brought down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, and third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the home playbook available. And they choose to pass. The defense did a really good job playing the pass. And fourth down now, it's decision time.
The Utes will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Slings it downfield. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
This quarterback is so lucky that ball wasn't picked off. Of course, he threw a pick on the last drive, and this one the defender dropped. This quarterback's got to get his act together.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Buys a little extra time. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Feeling some heat. Complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Quarterback has got to just settle down and take a breath. Threw a bad pick last drive, almost threw another one on that last play. He's got to regain his focus.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. A shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. They go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Snap it to the back. Inside the 15. Got a lot of running room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll run this play from the pistol. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Coming after him. And the junior was late on the release, and he threw it behind him.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Makes his connection. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it.
Touchdown, Utes! And the punishment has been extended. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Ready to fire from the pistol.
42 Spider. 4-2.
He'll do it himself. That play just never had a chance. They
Man,
knock
come
him
on,
down
fucking
for a
injuries
loss of
and shit,
5.
bro.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Oh, that nigga
Well,
keep
the
getting
defense
hurt,
may have
bro.
been caught off guard a little bit
Stop
on
in the
that
fucking
play.
clock,
It was
man.
2nd
Come
and
on,
long.
bro.
They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Get set. Get set.
Might as well stick with him. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Quick handoff. At midfield, he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Trying the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This is what you're looking for when you have